Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
We are here.
Where?
On stage
with Dance Alive. Yeah. Well, tell me.
Tell me.
I mean, what we can say, Alashua happens.
We did Americas. We did Alachua. And the next place we are going to go to is Newberry, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And then we have the Riley in Ocala. And then we have Magic of Dance, the 15th here, and then 2 school shows. And then we go to Lake City and we do 2 shows in Lake City. And then finally we get to come home and be at the Phillips Center on...
So we have been very busy, guys. Just that. The like, normal life in a dancer and in a ballet company.
That's it.
It is what it is.
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to thank our sponsors.
That's right. Fiesta
La Fiesta Media.
Elio, thank you.
You want to get
Yvette Godet.
Yvette Godet, and then I'm going to get Tim Cannon, who's he's the president of Alachua. Alliance Credit Union, and he's stage managing our Nutcrackers, and he's a cool guy.
He is.
Yeah, he is wonderful.
What else? Our sponsor, last one.
Pofall Studios.
Yes.
So we've made it, and we are here.
We are here. We survived. So
on to
that's
the next
good.
thing.
Yeah.
Make a Nutcracker. If you've got to get your tickets and get them as soon as you can. You can go to dancealive.org and you'll see the picture and just click tickets and it'll take you to, yep, buy it. You can go to the Phillips Center, and for people that have flex tickets, and you don't have to call us. You just go to the Phillips Center and say, what good tickets do you have? And they'll exchange it and give them to you, and life will be good.
And I have to say that if you live in this town and have never been on the Nutcracker of Dance Alive, you have to go. Because it's an amazing performance.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people on the stage, kids, we have a tree. It's a huge production, and this is my favorite time of the year. And Nutcracker for me is always fun, always. I love to see the kids. I love how they enjoy that process of being on the rehearsal first and then on the performance, and how excited they get, and how many kids we have this year on the Nutcracker.
Well, let me see. 32 soldiers, 16 party girls, 15 bonbons, tumblers, 12 angels, 12 mice, 14 Clara's friends, 5 boys.
Wow.
We have the guests, and then we have the professional dancers. So
yeah, and they are all from Pofall Studio students, or we have some kids that...
We have some that are here from, they auditioned from Ocala, Palatka, Alachua, Lake City. So there were open auditions. So
that's fantastic.
It is pretty special. There's that one boy that's coming from, I want to say Summerfield, that's up here, and it's totally new
I saw him.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fantastic, and it's full of kids the whole time.
You know, I was talking to somebody this morning that was asking about it, and I said one of the things about our Nutcracker is a very warm and intimate production. I mean, there are a lot of Nutcrackers, but I've been getting a lot of, on my Facebook page as well as the Dance Alive, talking about they remember when and what it was like.
Yeah.
And it feels like 100 years ago we were in a different space, and it was a smaller space. And when we moved to the Phillips Center, one of my concerns was with Nutcracker, are we going to be able to keep that warmth and that intimacy? And you do. I mean, you really are there with the party. You are there seeing the magic happen and being involved in it. And I think there are a lot of reasons for it, and one of them is sitting next to us, and we'll get there in a minute. So
that's right. So guys, if you don't have the tickets yet and you don't buy it, go to the website dancealive.org, buy your tickets and go see us.
We have one other thing that is an option. We're doing a class with Clara, and that is on the 18th. The 19th. The 18th is already sold out, but it's for kids that just want to be on stage and have a class and dance with Clara. Yep. And the line is, if you can walk, you can be in the class, and all of the people that are participating will have a special gift. So
that's awesome. And you wanna say something about the performance that we have with these special kids?
On the 15th, one of the things that we've started way back when, and that was a person that was very involved with the organization and wanted these kinds of things to happen. But we have the magic of Nutcracker, and we have busloads from Florida School of Deaf and Blind that are there so that they can sit on the floor. They're on the stage, so they can feel the vibrations or be close to the speaker and feel it. We have ASL signers there that can amplify that way. We have, in addition to those, we have a number of kids that are on the autism spectrum. So it is a very special, intimate, sensory performance opportunity for those kids.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. I always enjoy that show a lot.
I know, I do too.
Yeah, it means for me a lot, and I think it means for all dancers.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's very special. Well, I think it's time to present our guest. What we can say about this guy.
What we can say about this guy is that he is the spark, a catalyst, heart, soul. I can talk probably will later about what it is for me as a choreographer and as a person watching him. But Andre Valadon has been with us a number of years. I can't think of anybody that I would rather have here or watch dance. He is consummate professional, and he is a chameleon. He becomes whatever character. And I know the first thing that Kim did when she knew he was coming was do Robin Hood, because she said he's the perfect Robin Hood.
That's
he's
right.
Sliding down banisters and sword fights, and and I remember seeing him thinking, oh my God, this is what dance is about. So
that's right.
It is our pleasure to introduce
Andre Valadon. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Let's start like every other guest. Tell us about yourself. Yeah, I know you have a long story to say, but where you born? When did you get here?
So I started dancing at 10-ish. And I've been dancing for 39 years. So you can extrapolate the age there. And I started dancing in Brazil. I'm Brazilian, and my first 20 years of I spent there, like dancing there. And then at 23, I moved to France. I spent a couple of years there. I came back to Brazil. I spent 8 years dancing with the Municipal Theater in Rio. It's our big opera house. And there I did my great ballets, and I met great choreographers, and Natalia Makarova and Vasiliev and all these names of dance and all that. And then I went to England for a couple of years. I did a residency kind of with the Royal Ballet. It was more of a accompanying my ex-wife thing than it was a me thing. And after those 2 years, I went back to Brazil. And I was there for a few years more, still dancing and assisting with the managing of a company in Brazil. My teacher had a company there, César Minas Dance Company, and we had a nice little theater that we presented things in and all that, and I helped with the company for a while. And eventually I sent some feelers around, DVDs and stuff like that, to see if I could, have a chance of coming to America. And Kim was one of the directors I sent a DVD to, and she got the DVD, and she sent an email back saying, I have contracts for you.
That's awesome.
So I just said, okay, I'm going. And that was 2007. And I've been here for 14 years now.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. I mean, for me, I have been here for 5 years. It's going to be 6 years. And since I get here, we dance together a lot. And I have to say, like, the experience in a dancer, you can tell that. You can tell when dancers know what they are doing. And Andy is the perfect example for that. So you can trust with your eyes closed on him.
The first class he came, it was very Andy and very funny, in a way. I mean, everybody, it was the first class, they were all there, and all the guys were there, and of course the guys are going to do their thing so they can be, who's the top dog?
Yeah.
And Andy's sitting there quietly. And then he got out there and did the menage. Those are big leaps around in a circle.
Yeah.
There's no one that can do them as fast and as furiously as Andy.
Still.
I know. He just and then he stepped up and did, kicked up and came down and then walked out, and it was like all the guys kind of went.
I think we can play a little clip that we have so the audience can see what we are talking about. That's a nice video. I mean, for me, I want to say that you all are always so helpful. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. And you don't only dance as a dancer of the company. You also help with every single scene. If someone have to drive someone else, Andy's the guy that do it. So every single thing. Can we talk a little bit about that? About why and how do you get so involved?
I don't know. It's I don't think I am a no sayer. It's like, can you do this? Yeah, of course. I'm there. I'm most of the time doing nothing. So just give it to me. I'll do it. Plus, it's if you're gonna commit to something, if you're gonna do a job, just
Do it
commit
right.
fully. Do the whole thing.
Mhm.
And for maybe 8 years, maybe 10, I've been assistant director, and that's what I do. I assist.
Yeah.
So you go into it, body, mind, and soul, and just that's what comes out of it. You do everything with everybody. Everybody needs something all the time.
Yep.
So there's always work to be done. Plus, being with Dance Alive, Cam and Judy are always doing everything.
That's right.
So how can you not
That's right.
be, available to do everything too? You have to match
Yeah. The
the
example.
example,
Exactly.
the energy. So that's what it's not just me. That's most people in the company. That's what we try to do. Try to be there whole and work in all aspects of production, because it's pretty much what we do. We produce art, and producing art is not just doing your part, is doing whatever it's needed to get.
And coming from a huge company like you, like happened with me too, we are used to have people that have done things for us.
I didn't
really
even touch my hair or my face. I
Exactly.
did makeup, hair, costume. I was dressed and made up and coiffed.
And here
all of that.
you have to change your
Here
mindset.
you shift it around.
Shift it. I mean, we are in the Nutcracker season, and a question for me is, which role André Valadon have not done in the Nutcracker? Sugar Plum Fairy
Yes.
That's the answer.
Or Clara.
or Clara. Every single
Yeah, everything else. If you take out the female roles, everything else I did. Mother Goose. It's kind of a female role.
but I mean,
I've done it.
yeah.
Anyway, I've done it all. This year I'm doing something I hadn't done before. Mouse King.
That's
It's
right.
my first year. So a couple of shows till one of our dancers got a little better. He just twisted his foot, so I'm stepping in and taking a couple of shows off of his
That's another
hurt
Andy.
hands.
That's
Yeah.
another Andy thing, that he can step on the stage in the same day. You are like, I am injured. Andy, can you do it? And he always say yes. So for me, for me, that's part of being a principal dancer.
Well, there's another thing is when you're hungry beginner and you want to dance and you want to do all the roles and you don't, and you're in the corps de ballet and you're looking up and you're saying, I wish I could do that. You're waiting for opportunities like that. In the dance world, there's always people getting hurt. That's always people getting fired and people getting hired and things happening in big companies like we had our chances to be with, like the Municipal Theater in Brazil and the National Ballet of Cuba. It's all the time somebody got hurt or some soloist is fired or something happened and politics and who knows it. And that's when you if you're smart enough and you kept an eye on things and you did your homework, you're the first one to get up and say I know it, and then you get the chances
And you get the role.
to do stuff. So I was always I was very lucky in my career. For instance, I got into the Municipal Theater already as a principal dancer, but things like the first cast that was supposed to do the opening of the thing, the principal dancer has a flu and he's not going to be doing it. Who wants to dance with this? I want it. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
right now it's kind of the opposite. It's like a stepping down off of it. It's like you're principal and you're doing, the cavalier, but the Mouse King's hurt. Okay, I'll step there.
But
and do it.
that's
So
that's the
that's
good that's
the
the
other
good
side
thing.
of it.
That's the bright side to be
Yeah.
a principal dancer, that you can do every single role.
Yeah.
I think for me, one of the things about Andy is his generosity
That's right.
of knowledge and talent. And you see it in little ways and in big ways, working with people and helping people. That's
Teaching classes when we are all tired. Also him, and he's always there and teach the class and give corrections. So
Yeah.
generosity is a good aspect.
I will set choreography, and I'm about the music and the movement. What's the count? Andy, what count? It's supposed to be done. Okay, do whatever Andy does. He will translate where I want to go. But, he does that with any of the characters that he has also. And I think that's an incredible gift. It's not,
It's not incredible that a little town like Gainesville, and we have talked about this with other guests, a little town like Gainesville have an amazing company like this one with such a level. And
Well, it's a little bit of Kim's eye.
That's right.
She's always looking for new talent. She's always with her ears on the ground to,
Yeah.
what's happening out there. And there's always, we know people, and we try to help as much as we can, bringing new talent in. But she has a very good instinct for who's going to work and who's not going to work in the company.
Yeah.
And up till today, everybody that came in some capacity or another was like a great addition
Yeah.
to the company for as long as they've been here. So I think that counts that way. I mean, that's how it happened with me. So
yeah, with me too.
I'm happy about that.
I think the other thing that's interesting, in at least with Kim, she feels when she's doing choreography, she loves having a mature dancer that, because it gives depth to the role.
Yeah.
So that's that. I just think that we're lucky to have that.
Yeah, I agree.
As an audience member, I love watching what happens with that depth.
Well, and changing a little bit the conversation, we have a wedding
Oh yeah.
in the future.
Yeah, it's happening.
It's happening. Here she is.
Hey, look at that.
Yes.
She's so
Tell us a little bit about this love story.
Well, we met when she was hired. Kim found her again. She found her coming back from Europe, and she actually, I guess, sent some feelers out to, see if there was something available. And Kim saw her, got her to do the Nutcracker the first year, and, as a, to fill a hole that we had at some point. And she ended up staying. And a year and a half later, we started talking and hanging around together and dating eventually. And then we just started dating. So I asked her to marry me, and she said yes.
That's awesome.
And
You
now-
guys are a beautiful couple.
yeah,
I have to say it. I love this couple. I love to
I
be
know.
around, and yeah. And Ashley, I mean, I love her. I have been with her mostly the same time, because she have been like 6 years. I have been here 5. So we share the whole time
Yeah.
here in Dance Alive.
very much.
And she's the sweetest girl in the world.
She's sweet.
She's
She is.
dancing Snow Queen and Dewdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Arabian.
And I think she's just really exquisite.
She's beautiful dancer.
Yeah, there's this really lovely, lovely lyrical quality about her. I love, the port de bras and just she just glows. Yeah.
That's right.
Was so happy to see her in America. So yeah.
Yeah. I wanna talk a little bit about the Dancing with the Star Gala. Yeah, because this is very important for us, very important for the company. And you have done so many Dancing with the Stars galas that what do you think about this? We all know this is the major fundraising that the company have, but the experience of being dancing with known dancers, tell me a little bit about it.
Well, it's for us. I mean, from my perspective as the pro in the duo, whatever the duo is, whoever I'm dancing with, is just. It's funny because we're not ballroom dancers.
Yeah.
And all of us have this natural ability with dance in general, but ballroom is a new kettle of fish for us. So what happens there is they are learning from scratch, but we're kind of learning too.
That's right. That's totally right.
We
feel
try
exactly
as
the
much
same.
as we can to be the professionals and to help and to give them, encouragement and all that. But at the same time, we're kind of like, oh my God, this is.
We are learning too.
This steppity step little thing there. I never did something like that. It's gonna be hard, and it comes out, and eventually. Up till today, at least, all the dances I ever saw on
and you have
our
won how
Dancing with
many
the Stars.
times?
A couple.
A couple of times.
A couple.
And who is your partner for this year?
It's Anna.
Anna Alonso?
Yes. And, it's going to be fun. We have a little salsa kind of thing going on, rumba salsa kind of mix.
That's
with
fantastic.
Enrique Iglesias song.
That's awesome.
It's going to be.
Anna Alonso was a guest in the podcast. And for you guys that don't know, she's a very successful realtor. She works for Seguin Group, if I am saying right. And she's Cuban American.
Yep.
So she have it on the blood.
Yeah.
She have that rhythm of the blood. So
Hopefully we'll do a good thing.
hopefully. So, well, something else that you want to share with the audience about the Nutcracker? What they have to do? They
You
have
come
to,
and see the Nutcracker.
please,
Yes.
just go to the theater.
Come to the theater, you see the Nutcracker, maybe you see me falling on my butt. Maybe I'll dance good
Who knows?
and don't fall on my butt. There you go.
So, yes, guys, go to the website, dancealive.org,
Yep.
buy your tickets, and
Oh, you could also buy tickets to the gala if you want to get a head
That's
start on
right.
that.
Ooh,
the gala is happening March 12th.
March 12th. And you could also get tickets to Don Juan in Loveland. And guess who's going to be
Don Juan.
That's February 12th.
February
At the
12th.
Phillips Center. So
Yeah, we were already rehearsing stuff together.
Oh, my God.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you having fun on that one?
Hard
We are
stuff.
hard, difficult, but
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
but we are doing good.
No,
We are doing fine. So, thank you, Andy. Thank you very much for being our guest. Thank
thank
you
you
for
for inviting me.
all that you do for Dance Alive, for us,
Oh,
for the company, and
it's my pleasure.
thank you so much. And Judy, we don't have more time. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye. We're on stage with Dance
Dance
Alive,
Alive.
and we will see you next week. Bye.